guys, it's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Monday and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. In today's video, today is part 2 of my home makeover series. Now, if you saw the first video, I literally just gutted my entire room. I moved my furniture, I repainted my furniture, I deep cleaned, I took everything off of the shelf in preparation for today's video. In today's video, I did a lot of priming, a lot of painting, and a lot of trial and error, and it's a really fun video, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I also gave you guys some more kind of background or information on what exactly I planned on doing with this room, so if you guys are interested, make sure you watch until the end. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I had to do is cover the walls. Now, over the years, I have painted the walls many different colors. There was the neon coral, which we got done professionally. Then I tried to paint my room all gray, but because of the furniture that was in here, it made it really hard to move things around and actually paint the wall. So for years and years and years, I had one wall that was half pink, half gray, and it just was not a vibe. So I had to go in and I had to prime everything and then paint over everything, and it was just... it was what it was. So this is what it was like. So the lady at Benjamin Moore was super helpful, and she actually recommended me both paint and primer that I'm using in this video. So the primer I ended up getting was the Ultra Spec 500 Advanced Waterborne Formula. It's an interior latex paint, and she did tell me that I would only need 1 layer. However, looking back, I think I probably should have done 2 layers just because the gray was considerably dark in this room, and I wanted to paint it white. So I feel like if I would have done 2 layers of primer, I wouldn't have had to do as many layers of paint. Okay, the time is currently 8:22 p.m. and I just finished painting. So I didn't actually like paint, I literally just threw a coat of primer onto my walls. Also, you guys saw it, I literally had to pack up all of the shelves and stuff. I'm sure I already explained this in the voiceover, but I wanted to pop on here vlog style to let you know I'm about to go get like a celebratory snack. I obviously, as you have seen, have like painted and like not painted that room so many times, and this is the first time I've ever painted all 4 walls. So I'm going to Tim Hortons, I'm getting myself a farmer's wrap, which is like a breakfast wrap, even though it's 8:30 p.m, but I feel like I need it. So I'm gonna get a tea. I'm probably also gonna get a donut. Like, she is thriving, ladies and gentlemen. That is the vibe of the night. The paint that I ended up getting was the Ben collection by Benjamin Moore in their premium eggshell finish. I originally went to the store to get Chantilly lace, which is like the cult classic white. However, I realized that I did want some type of warmth in this room, even though it was still white. So I ended up going with the color Vanilla Cream, which was really nice, and I love it now. Okay, so as you can see, the room has its first layer of paint on. And I'm sorry for the sound in here, it's super echoey because there's literally nothing in here and no furniture. So very sorry about that. But I just finished the first layer of paint. This wall that you guys are on right now has like a baby ledge and then an upper part that I probably will have to tackle separately, as well as the bookshelves. I'll have to just go in with like a smaller roller. So I'm kind of just leaving them to, you know, just sit there for a little bit until I have the mental energy to paint those. These walls were actually not that hard to paint. I think like the most tedious part for me is like cutting the corners. But now that it's already done and every wall has a layer of paint on it, I'm going to give it like an hour, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to throw another coat of paint on the wall. I honestly don't know how many coats we're gonna need. I have 2 gallons of paint, so there's one that is open right now. I probably assume that it will take a full gallon of paint to paint this whole room, and then we will see where the coverage is at after that, because I do have an extra whole gallon. This video, I feel like largely majority is going to be just painting things. I primed, I painted, and then I also have to do some other organizational stuff. As you can see, this is the closet, and it's just holding everything because there's nothing else in here. So that is kind of the update, and then I will see you guys when the next update is. After I was done painting, I realized that because I painted this room like this cream white color, I didn't want to have too many white accents, otherwise it looked a little bit too clinical in here. So I decided that I wanted to do black outlets and sockets. Now originally I had been like, okay, maybe I'll just paint over them, but because I was using latex paint and I also had not really like done anything smart like cover the fixtures, I was not really comfortable just painting over them or even taking them out of the wall to paint them. So instead I headed to Home Depot and I got some black ones, and this is what I did instead. Okay, the time is 4:44 and I am back from Home Depot with some goodies. So I have 3 of these black outlets and then 1 of these black light switches. Now the only thing is these are shiny and I definitely want it to be matte. So what I think I'm gonna do is just like throw some painter's tape in here, or maybe even do like spray paint on a brush and then do that and then just go in and clean the insides. I'm honestly not too sure. Also, I did kind of just pick these up and hope for the best. So I'm going to compare them to the ones that I have right now. I truthfully think these are just like a basic socket, so nothing too crazy. I also got a light switch for over there. It's just also a black light switch, basic, looks like this. And it's also one that I'm going to have to spray paint a darker black color. One of our neighbors is like a handyman carpenter situation. He came over, he did so much work on our house over the long weekend. I'm thinking of getting him over here to replace my outlets and then also replace the light. This light has been in here for freaking ever and it's had its time and it needs to go. I guess we shall see how that progresses in the rest of the video, but that is kind of like my socket lighting update. Okay, so for these sockets and this light switch, what I ended up doing is actually just grabbing, this is the Rust-Oleum matte black paint, and I ended up just painting all of the light switches and the sockets a matte black. They originally were already black, however, I did want it that matte to match the actual plates that the sockets fit into. I did put some painter's tape on all of the electrical parts so I didn't get any paint inside of them and then accidentally start a paint fire. You're probably looking at me right now like, Carly? And I mean, I talked about this in the vlog, you've probably already seen it, but I just got home from microneedling, my face is a mess, and we're just going to ignore it. So today, I haven't really done much in this room. I have not cut the rest of the corners, I haven't put the final edge of painting on. I literally am just exhausted by painting and I just don't want to do it. So instead, I thought I would update you guys really quick on the plans for the bedroom. So at the beginning of this series, I know I was talking about rebuilding in here and moving my furniture back in here. However, I'm actually going to be switching rooms completely. So I'm also doing a home office makeover simultaneously as I'm filming this bedroom makeover video. And in my home office, which is literally this door right here, I don't know if you can see it, that one right there. In my home office, it just makes more sense to be a bedroom. So it's longer and more rectangular. It has 2 closets, so I don't ever have to have a shelf or like a drawer unit. And then it also is long enough that I can have a full bed and 2 side dressers, which is perfect because in here, where my bed is on this half wall, as you can see, this is the door frame, and then there's the wall. So I'd only ever be able to have 1 shelf or drawer on here, and then my bed. And my bed was also ginormous and it took up so much of the room, and I've just decided it's no longer its time to be in here. Also, another driving factor is the lighting is always good in here. You guys see me film in here all of the time because the lighting is just good, and it's so crazy because it makes no sense. The sun is on that side of the house. It's just like the perfect overcast lighting in here, and that's why I'm changing this into the office, filming, whatever area, because it just works better like that. So in the meantime, while I throw on 1 more layer of paint, what I'm actually going to do is head into the office where I've already kind of done some of the cleaning stuff for the first video of the home office makeover series, but we're going to start tackling the closets in there because I will be moving everything out of those 2 closets into this 1 closet, which 1 closet is full in there and then 1 closet is like basically empty. So I am going to work on transferring my clothes into there because right now that is the biggest hassle and the cause of the most disaster in that room. So I will do that right now. let's get it going. Cleaning out this closet was a little bit of a hassle, not gonna lie. I had to take all of these things off of the wall. None of them were actually properly dry roll screwed in. It was just a lot. I literally had to pry things off of the wall and then take them off with the power drill, which was just frustrating. Then I had to go through, I had to clean this entire closet, which was also super not fun. Speaking of things that also were super not fun was building this IKEA closet situation. I do not know why things are so hard to build from IKEA when they just are so simple, but trying to figure this out actually took a very long time, and I ended up doing this one on camera upside down, and I had to take it apart and redo it again and redo a bunch of other things actually again for this closet unit. But like I said, I am doing an entire closet makeover where you will see me add more things to this closet in the future. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Home Makeover Update. So I just got home from my second home, which is Home Depot. This time around at Home Depot, I went and I picked up a few things. So I got these two babies right here. This one is a wood stain in Golden Pecan. It is a 1 coat, 1 hour wood stain. This one is a soft finish, clear finish, which is matte, and it's for interior wood stuff. I'm currently, what I'm gonna do is throw some wood stain onto these shelves or like ledges in my room. Last night I went through, I did 1 coat of primer because I was looking into how I should do this best because there was paint on them and all this stuff, and everybody said do 1 coat of primer, sand it, wash it down, leave it, and then you can go in with your wood stain. So I was like, perfect. So I did 1 coat of primer last night. I'm gonna go through, sand this, and then wipe it down with just like a wet cloth, leave it to dry, and then go in with our wood stain. So for this, I just followed the instructions, which was to sand down the surface, and then I washed it, I let it dry, and then I went in with my Varathane. So this was supposedly a 1 coat stain, which totally I think it was if you did it correctly. For me, I just threw the stain on, I let it sit for the 5 minutes, and then I realized that nothing was happening. So I went and I stained it a few more times with a few more extra coats, and just nothing kept happening. So needless to say, the stain and I, we did not work out. Needless to say, that did not work. I tried so hard to sand things down to a normal finish. I literally whipped out my electrical sander to try to sand all of these shelves down, and it just was not working. I talked to so many people and I was like, what should I do? Should I just buy a paint stripper or like a wood thinner? Or should I get contact paper or do something else? Or should I just put like a piece of plywood over it? I had so many different questions to actual carpenter friends and people who are home reno people who apparently are not me. The consensus that I ultimately came to was to just paint the shelves the same color as the wall and then seal them with the top coat. The reason I did this is because there was so much just damage, just years of me using these carelessly, that the paint and the stain would take in one place and not the other, and it was just getting increasingly too frustrating to do anything else with. So instead, I went over, I painted the shelf multiple times in the same color as the wall, and then I top coated it with the same Varathane soft finish that we just talked about, and it's really been good and durable, and I really like it. I think maybe in the future, I might add just some wood contact paper over it, or maybe some contact paper of a different color, because it is very same, but for right now, it's just white. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single Monday and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Make sure you also subscribe to check out the third video and final reveal of my bedroom next week. I will see you then. Bye!